Hi Aquarius, welcome to Madame O Tarot, you guys. This is for Aquarius Sun, Moon and Rising for July. So let's see what's going on for you guys. I hope you had a good June, and let's see what's going on for you in July. Hang on, I might just turn that down a notch because I feel like I'm talking over it. Alrighty, that's a bit better. Okie dokie. Well, let's get this reading in before the sun sets. What's going on for Aquarius from now till the end of July? What's going on for Aquarius? You know what? The Ten of Wands has come out in different cards, not just this deck. I can't tell you how many times today. There's something in the air. There's definitely something in the air. There is a realization of taking on more than you can handle, or people taking on more than they can handle, and becoming aware that something has to end that is not working for them. Okay, so here's what's going on for you guys, Aquarius. First up, there is some sort of communication. Straight up, straightforward communication, some truth being told that cuts. We've got the Queen of Swords here. So either you're communicating something or somebody's communicating something to you that is very straightforward, and it is about cutting out things that aren't positive in your life and that don't serve you. It's speaking your truth, or they are speaking their truth, and it's in relation to having taken on too much of a burden, having taken on too much responsibility in something where maybe you thought you could handle it, but, or they, this can be reversed, they could handle it, but you can't. It's not for you. But that's a really good thing, because it's not about failure. It's not, well, I couldn't do it and I failed. It's about, you know what? No, that's too much. That's not right for me. I'm not going to do that anymore. Because straight after that, you've got the Four of Swords, and then you've got the Nine of Wands. So we're stepping back a bit. This is a really good thing. You're reflecting on what you can do. You're reflecting on what you've had to let go of, and you're reflecting on what you're keeping. And you're still very, what is the word I'm looking for? You're still very much enthusiastic to fight for what it is you can do. This is what I mean. It's not about failure. Because with the Nine of Wands, it's like, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I need to do. And I've got just an obstacle left, or there are a few obstacles in the way. And when I get through them, I will achieve what I want to achieve. So what you let go of earlier, Aquarius, is really things that weren't in your control, things that you couldn't deal with, in order to make room for things that you can deal with, and goals and dreams that you can achieve. That's basically what we're seeing. And it all starts with an awareness, a realization, and a communication about that, a truth about what you can and what you can't take. So let's clarify and see if this story can be a little bit clearer, or if it will change. Sometimes clarifiers can change a whole perspective on a story, and I've just got wax everywhere. If you notice, half of my candles have turned off. I've turned them off on purpose because they were leaking. Anyway, I know I always complain about that, but I love candles. Anyway, so we start with Justice, clarifying this Queen of Swords. Now, some of you might be dealing with a legal matter of some kind. That could be the burden that's stressing you out. For others, it just may be a realization that the situation was unfair. it could be a realization that the burden that you took on was too much for you to handle, and it's not fair. But basically you, and I do believe this is you communicating your truth, especially because the Queen of Swords can represent you. I think that you communicating what needs to be said is making the situation fair, is making the situation real, and it's just, you know, you're being realistic and you're saying, hang on, this doesn't work for me anymore. I can't do it. It's not making me feel good about myself, and it's not helping me grow and achieve what I need to achieve and do the things that I need to do. But yeah, so it's very fair that you're communicating what needs to be communicated, because it's time, Aquarius. It's time for you to speak your truth. And it's coming from a place of love. King of Cups, you know, you're genuine. You're genuine, and you're genuine in what you're doing and the reasons that you're doing what you're doing. Whatever you're ending or whatever you're letting go of because it was too much of a burden is so that you can love. It is so that you can be loved. It is so that you can work to the best of your ability and care in the best of your ability, you know, as much as you possibly can, because whatever wasn't working for you was stunting your growth and was blocking you from giving love and from being the person that you want to be. Now, with the Four of Swords coming up in the second half of July and the Chariot clarifying it, this really is just you, you know, reinstating, reminding yourself that the decisions that you're sure about, the decisions that you have made. You're reflecting back on the process of the things that have just happened and the things that you've let go of, and you are once again sure within yourself that you made the right decision, and you're not going to dwell on it very quickly. You're going to move on. You're going to think about it and go, right, this happened. I needed to do this because of A, B, C, and D. Yes, it was the right decision to make. And then you're moving on to what it is you can do, what it is you need to do for yourself to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Awesome. And you're following your intuition. You know, I like this. I really do, Aquarius. You're very in tune with your intuition this month. You're very aware of self. You don't need to reflect on self right now. I think you went through a phase of that a couple of months back in one of the readings, but you're very in tune with self, with the High Priestess here. You're very aware that everything that you have done has come from a good place, not a place of menace or jealousy or you know, meanness. And you're very aware that what you're pushing for and what you're moving forward for is something positive, something that you want to achieve. And you're following your instincts to do that. This is a very, very simple layout and a very simple message that's coming through compared to the other readings that I have done this month. But it's a needed message that, you know, we are human. We are only human, and we can only do what we can do. And if something is tying you down or weighing you down as a human being, Aquarius, you cannot physically. It's not even just about mentally. It starts affecting you physically. You cannot physically do things that are out of your control. Sometimes we do take on more than we can handle, thinking that we can do it. And guess what? When you can't do it, you can't do it. And that's the realization that you're coming to very early in the beginning of July. And you are speaking that truth. Okay, let's put down a Syrian Starseed Tarot card. Guidance. I love it. I hope that's me. I think that's me giving you guidance. No. Well, it may be, actually. Whatever it may be, the key to this reading is guidance. And this is what this is about. This is not a concrete set out of what is going to happen in the future. This is guidance and advice that if you are going through this experience, or if you will go through this experience and find that you are burdened because you took on more than you could, that you need to, at some point, for your own well-being, for love of self and to love others, you need to stop. You need to speak your truth, and you need to take away that's weighing you down so that you can focus on what it is that you can do and move in that direction. And that's why this card came out, because it's very, very important that you are aware of that, and that you are aware of the help that surrounds you. You know, whether or not I am reading this tarot reading for you, or whether or not this truth that you're speaking enables you to get guidance from someone that you love. Maybe it's somebody that you're going to be speaking to that isn't even related to the situation, where you turn around and tell them, this is what I'm doing and I thought I could do it, but I can't. I need to stop now. And it's their guidance and their support that's going to help you push through, going to help you cut out the things that you don't want in your life and bring forth the things that you need, the strength, the certainty, the intuition, self-intuition and self-love to move forward. Wow, that was the shortest reading I've done today, but that's what I have for you, Aquarius. For private readings, check out my website, www.madamotarot.com. Now I have an offer for $25 reading reports. So if you want a reading but looking for another option, book one of the $25 reports. I will do a reading for you, take a photo of it, and send it with a report to your email. So if that interests you, check out my website. All the information is in the description box below. Wishing you much love, light, and peace as always. Take care for now, Aquarius. Bye.